right, folks. Well, today's weight is 269 even, and that's not terrible considering my veering off my diet. My father just turned 90 years old. I mean, it doesn't happen every day, right, folks? Gotta have a little room for celebration. But this is proof that you can make a comeback. Because I weighed myself in between. My highest was 272. I went right back on my low carb diet, back down to 269. My lowest weight recorded so far is 268.8, I think. So that's not terrible, folks, is it? And everyone's they want to give up on me. I went right back to my low carb diet. Low carb, and the highest maximum carbs I have is about 40 grams. If I'm doing exercise like that, folks. So I feel very encouraged. I think that this is something I could sustain. Now, when I ate, I was tracking my macros, my calories. So my highest level of calories on my daddy's birthday was up to about 2,100. That's what I was eating normally before. But now, folks, I'm aiming for between 1,400 and 1,800 calories, like a calorie range. Now, 1,800 is the maximum when on days I do a lot of exercise, and then 1,400 or maybe even less, a little bit less, on the days when I'm just not doing a whole lot. But I'm trying to be more active, folks, and this is a balance. So a lot of folks have been doing the carnivore diet. They're doing all these extreme diets. With Atkins, you can have carbohydrates, you can have vegetables, you can have fruit. We need our fruit, right? We need our fruit, right, folks? We need to prevent that scurvy, and you need your vitamin C. I feel like the carnivore diet is a little too extreme for me. I like Atkins diet. It's flexible, and folks, I am counting calories, but as far as the food goes, it's so simple. I just don't have bread. The easiest food to cut out is bread. Cut out bread first, and then the rest will follow. And speaking of bread, well, I'm having a lot less diarrhea and a lot less upset. I will do a video, folks, on candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast in the colon. I'll be doing a video on treating that. I believe this is a way to do that. I also believe there are other foods that you can have that, were set off limits, and I can have them. So I'm very proud of that now. So the low carb diet is very flexible. I'm going to cut back, of course, on Sunday. I was always having my dessert Sunday. Well, I feel like I don't even really need dessert. If I don't really need it, I don't have it. But if I do have dessert, it's going to be a very, very small portion. And focusing on desserts with a lot more fat in them rather than carbohydrates and sugar. Well, by the way, folks, carbohydrates and sugar pretty much are the same thing. Our body metabolizes them the same way. So my diet looks like this. Protein on top, fat in the middle, and carbs way on the bottom. Carbs like to be on the bottom, folks, and the protein on top. So that makes it so easy, folks. It's so easy, and it's working for me. It's working for me. I knew something would come along. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully next week I plan to be down 2 pounds. I gotta be down by 267 by next week, hopefully more, because I'm dropping a lot of water. But I can tell that I'm losing fat as well. I feel better, folks. I feel more motivated to keep going. So thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.